Greetings of the day. I am Gordon Polepalle. I am here to present our research work, which is identification of multiple cracks and beam using fuzzy logic under the guidance of Professor Prafulla Kalapatapu and Professor Venkata Dilip Kumar Pasupuleti. We are representing CSIS at Mahindra University, Hyderabad. We are happy to be part of this conference. The outline follows as introduction, fuzzy logic background, methodology, analysis and results, conclusion and future work and references. In introduction, we'll give the basic idea about what is damage and what are the identification disciplines and what is meant by SHM, what is a basic idea of vibration-based damage detection, related work and observations. So damage can be defined as changes introduced in the system that adversely affect the current and future performance of the structure. So based upon the structural behavior, this damage can be categorized as linear and nonlinear. All damages comes under nonlinear except to surface cracks. So these are the damage identification disciplines or structural health monitoring disciplines. So those are structural health monitoring, condition monitoring, non-destructive evaluation, statistical process control, damage progresses. So due to the continuous monitoring of the structure, this SHM become very popular in this discipline. So now I'm giving the basic idea about what is meant by SHM. So whenever we are having any health issue, we'll consult a doctor. He will examine you with the help of the medical equipment and he will prescribe the medicine if it is required. In the same way, structural health monitoring engineering also will examine the structure with the help of the sensor and he will recommend you whatever it is necessary to prevent the damage or strengthening the structure. So according to the literature, the various classification of the SHM activities are as follows: detection, localization, assessment, prognosis, and recommendation. So what is meant by detection? Whether the structure is having the damage or not. And after that, the damage is present in the system, where is the damage? That is called localization. Assessment means what is the severity of the damage. And prognosis means whether it is increasing or decreasing. And after that, to give the recommendations to strengthen that structure. So there are various methods in literature to identify the damage. Those are local and global methods. So these methods having their own advantages and disadvantages. So coming to the vibration-based damage detection, these vibration-based damage detection comes under global methods. So because why it is important means whenever there is any changes in the system, that will be identified by model properties, which is called vibration properties. So that's why this vibration-based damage detection becoming very popular in this SHM field. So in our study, we are considering the natural frequencies as an input. So multiple authors are trying to addressing the same problem and identify the damage with the help of the vibration parameters, in which a few research papers are highlighted here. And coming to the observation, if there is any changes in the system, that will be identify these model properties. So for the minor changes, we need a system to identify that minor changes. So for that, we are using the fuzzy logic. So why we are using fuzzy logic? Because whenever there is any change in the system, that will reduce the stiffness of the structure. Sometimes this reduction in the stiffness will leads to the sudden collapse of the structure. So because of this sudden collapse, there is a possibility of loss of human lives as well as infrastructure loss also. So in order to resist this collapse, we need a system to identify the damage at earliest stage and also quantify the damage. So we need a system as well as behave like a human being. So from a literature study, we understood that the fuzzy logic is um, a tool that can be identify the damage and also quantify the damage. So these are some literature reviews. Multiple authors were trying to address the same thing, and they are finding the damages and quantify the damage with the help of the vibration parameters by using this fuzzy logic. So coming to the observations, this fuzzy logic is limited to the single and double cracks only, not the multiple cracks. So, and also the capability of artificial intelligence methods such as fuzzy interface are not completely explored to design and develop the crack detection algorithm. So coming to the method, coming to the objective of present study. So we are trying to identify the multiple cracks by using fuzzy logic and also quantifying the damage. Coming to the methodology, so there are two methods to analyze the structure. One is forward method, another one is inverse method. In the forward method, we are trying to calculate the model properties when the structure is having the damage. And coming to the inverse method, we are calculating we are identifying the damage with the help of these frequencies. So in our methodology, we are using the inverse method. Coming to the fuzzy interfaces, there are few methods to train the data. Those are triangular method and trapezoidal method and Gaussian method. So when we compare Gaussian membership with the these two membership functions, this Gaussian membership function is giving the better results compared to the others. And also here we are giving the 3 input and 6 output. Those are first relate to natural frequency, and second relate to natural frequency, and third relate to natural frequency. And output is related crack location and related crack depth. These are notations of that RFSN and RSNS and RTSNF. So we are calculating relative frequencies to reduce the biases between data. So coming to the analysis and results, we need a frequencies to give as a input. So for that, we are taking the help of the numerical method and calculating the natural frequencies for the all possible cases. So in our study, we are using the ANSYS software to extract the natural frequencies. So for the robustic performance of the model to identify the damages, so we need to connect data. So for that, we are comparing our numerical results with the analytical results, so which are present in our reference paper 14. So for model specification, we consider cantilevered beam with a length of 1 meter and cross section is 100 mm by 100 mm, thickness of 4 mm. And the possibility of damages are considered at various locations and depth also. So these are the geometrical properties and material properties and possibilities of damages. So for the validation, we compared our results with the analytical results which are present in our reference paper. So in the reference paper, author were trying to identify the damages with the help of the model properties. So for his study, he considered 6 damage scenarios from single crack to the multiple cracks. Those are we can see in the slide. So these model properties are depends upon the mesh size as well as shape of the damage and geometry of the damage. Geometry is nothing but depth of the damage and width of the damage. So coming to the 4.2.1 table, when we compare our mesh sizes with other mesh sizes, so we observe that the coarse mesh is giving the better results as when we compare the natural frequencies with the analytical results. This coarse mesh is giving the lesser difference compared to the other mesh sizes. And coming to the single crack, the shape of the crack. So if you see the table 4.2.2, the V-shaped damage is giving the better results, or else lesser difference when we compare with the analytical results. And coming to the multiple damages, so when we compare our damage shape with the analytical results, it has been observed that the V-shaped crack is giving the better results compared to the U-shaped crack. And coming to the width of the crack, so in the author has considered the 15 mm crack width in the reference 14, and in our study we considered crack width is 1 mm. So we are comparing the 15 mm crack width and 1 mm crack width for the damage 1 scenario and damage 6 scenario. So whenever we're comparing the damage 1 scenario and damage 6 scenario, the same percentage of reduction has been absorbed in the crack 15 mm and crack 1 mm width. So coming to the observation, I already explained that the 4.2 in the 4.2.1, it has been observed that the coach mesh is giving the considerable results as compared to the other meshing types. And coming to the shape of the crack, the V shape is giving the better results than the U shape. And coming to the 4.2.4, it has been observed that almost the same percentage of reduction in frequencies has been observed in when the crack width is 15 mm and 1 mm. So from this, I would like to conclude that so whatever numerical procedure we followed in the study is correct. So coming to the conclusion, so damage analysis and identification is very, very important. If there is a damage, should be like very minute. Also, we have to find that. For that, we need a system to identify that minute changes also. So present study clearly state that use of the fuzzy logic and can be a strong tool. And the future work further concrete results will be presented once a huge number of numerical models are developed and the fuzzy logic algorithm is used to identify the damage location and quantification of damage. So for this, we use this literature in our study. These are references. Now the floor is open for questions. Thank you.